Push share
Hello,
and
hi.
follow for more chemistry
Once
lectures.
again, you're welcome. This is a continuation of the last topic we treated, titled volumetric analysis. But right as we speak, I want to dwell on the topic I titled, How to Determine the End Point of an Acid-Base Reaction. If you were listening in the first lecture on volumetric analysis, when I said that you run an acid against a specific volume of a base until an end point is reached. So that end point is what I want to explain now. So now, an acid-base reaction is also called a neutralization reaction, and it's a practical experience that requires the use of certain apparatus and bench reagents. Now, these include the following. One, let's talk about the apparatus that is required. You have a plastic funnel, you have a burette, you have a pipette, you will have a conical flask, at least two, you will have a beaker, two, you will have red and blue litmus paper, you will have white filter paper, you will have burette stand, and you will have water bottle. Now, in the reagent side, one, you need dilute acid to be used. For example, maybe H2SO4, which is tetraoxosulfuric acid. Then two, some volume of the base that to be used. For example, now sodium hydroxide solution. Then you have indicator. Either use methyl orange or phenolphthalein. These are indicators. Now, before you run the dilute acid against the base, you must carry out the following activities. One, wash the burette and rinse it with the acid to be used. Then you will also wash the pipette with water and rinse it with the base that you will use. Now, pipette 20 cm cube or 25 cm cube of the base, for example now sodium hydroxide, and put it in a conical flask. Then put 2 or 3 drops of the indicator, if it is methyl orange or if it is phenolphthalein. But I want to dwell on methyl orange, then we'll go into the phenolphthalein, 2 or 3 drops. Then place the white filter paper under the conical flask, into which you already pipetted the base into. Then, as I've said before, wash the burette with water and rinse it with the acid used. Then stand the burette through the burette stand. Then put the dilute acid inside the burette using the funnel. Then record your initial volume of the acid before the titration. Now note this. Acid and base solutions are usually colorless. The solution of a base and that of acid, there's no color. So, you may not know which one is the acid or base if they are in a colorless container. You will not know them unless you test with your blue and red litmus papers. So when you put 2 or 3 drops of methyl orange in the base, the colorlessness of the methyl orange or the base will turn to a yellowish color. The 20 cm cube or 25 cm cube of the base you have pipetted is colorless. By the time you drop 2 or 3 of the methyl orange indicator, the color changes to yellowish color. So these are the areas you want to be very observant. Then you can now continue to run the acid through the burette by opening the tap. There's a tap on the burette. As you open the tap, the acid started running down against the base in the beaker. But while you are doing so, don't look at the volume of the acid, how it runs. Only gauge the reaction between the acid and the base as the acid is running into the base, because the color change is on the base, not on the acid in the bullet. Now, as you keep on doing, you keep on swallowing the conical flask to make proper reaction. A time will come that you see a change as the acid is dropping. At that material time, stop the tap. Then you now control the tap in such a way that the acid will be dropping drop by drop, and while you keep on stirring the content. At a time, a single drop will make a color change. That color change will be pink. When the pink color is formed, it means that there is a complete reaction between the acid and the base. In other words, it has been neutralized each other. So that pink color is the end point we are talking about. That's what shows you that the acid and the base have completely reacted, and the salt and water are formed. Now, what if you are using the other indicator called the phenolphthalein? Now, still following the same procedure as I said before. Now, you have pipetted either 20 cm cube or 20 cm of the base inside the conical flask. Put 2 or 3 drops of the phenolphthalein. It will give you a pink color. It will give you a pink color. Once you have done that, then by the time you start running the acid against the base, a time will come that a drop of the acid on the base will create a little spot of colorlessness. Then it will momentarily disappear. Once I've observed that, stop the acid to run, and then adjust it in such a way that it will come in drop by drop while you keep on stirring. Just one drop will make it that pink color to be colorless completely. So when it is colorless, it is an indication that actually the base and the acid have completely reacted and neutralized each other. Now at this point, you will now look at the reading of the burette. From that 0 level to whatever it is, you now know what volume of the acid was used in neutralizing either 20 cm cube or 25 cm cube of the base. That will be your initial reading. Now you will run this about 3 times and find the average, because maybe the first one, the endpoint may come and you do not realize it before. So that from the last reading of the burette, you now know that, okay, I've used some amount of volume of the acid to neutralize the base. So in your second titer, when it comes to that level, near that level, you stop the burette and stop dropping by drop, dropping by drop. It doesn't matter whether I take time, so that you get the accurate volume of acid used, so that at a time, that one drop of the acid will give you the end point. You will do that 3 times. We call it titers, 3 titers. Then you add all the sum together, divide by 3 to get average. Then you can now go further for calculations. So that will be another time. So at this point, I'm breaking the lecture for here. I'm planning to cutting. So please like it, also comment, and above all, share this video and follow my account on chemistry lectures next time we see. Thank you.